I was born in northwest Iowa in a small community. I think we had like 3,500 people there. You know, it seemed like such a long time in school, you know, and oh, we're finally going to graduate and we can go and find a job and life's going to be wonderful. And for the most part, it does work out that way. We had both returned from Chicago. I was there working as a nurse, and Bill was there. He went to school at DeVry Tech. We were married back in Iowa in 1961, a lot of years ago. Life just takes you, and you just go along. 50 years ago, I went to work at Goleta Hospital. I was one of the first nurses there. It had been open for 6 months or so before I came. That was back in the day when, you know, everybody wore caps. Now you don't see them anymore. I was only there for like a month and they sold the hospital to a group of doctors. Then the name changed again. It became Goleta Valley Community Hospital. You know, we were very small, so we kind of had to make do with what we had. And, you know, there was a lot of camaraderie. We took care of a lot of patients and had a lot of happy patients too. You know, it's taken a while for people to get used to, but I think, you know, it's been a great move. I mean, we have a nice new facility. I care about other people. I always tell some of the younger ones that I've hired and stuff, I say, just be you and it's probably going to be okay. I feel really blessed to have had this situation for as long as I have. And I feel like as long as I can be useful and fulfill that role, I'll probably do it a little while longer.
I've known Pat since I came here to work. She hired me as a new graduate nurse.
I got a phone call from Pat. It was very pleasant and mentioned that the ICU head nurse had had a baby, Christmas baby, and they had a day position open.
She hired me here 30 years ago, and I was a brand new grad, and I was pregnant with my first child. And she took a big gamble, and the gamble paid off, so thank you, Pat.
She interviewed me, and then I did not get the position initially as a new grad, and then I got a call from her about a week before the new grad program started, and she said the gal who was supposed to be in that spot, she's unable to start, and would you like to start? And I was so relieved and so happy.
One of the greatest qualities about Pat as a professional, the nurse, is her, we used to say, X-ray vision for starting IVs.
She's kind of been the go-to person for starting IVs.
She could start an IV on anybody. She probably still could.
Pat will get that IV.
She's great at picking football games in our football pool. She's always a big winner.
She's very foundational to this whole hospital and to us as staff nurses as well.
She always was so calm and supportive and just had that faith in you that you could do this.
Whenever I think of a situation, I often just say to myself, well, what would Pat do?
Never gets flustered about anything.
She doesn't get riled up.
She's a good example for me, who's not the calmest person.
Throughout my entire career, you've been there for me, and you've been there for every nurse here.
Kept us even-keeled, on track.
I just appreciate everything she's done for me in my life and will continue to do.
Thank you, Pat.